4.A.1 Homicide. Al-Qatl. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُهُمْ وَإِيَّاهُمْ إِنَّ قَتْلَهُمْ كَانَ خِطْئًا كَبِيرًا وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حرم الله إلا بالحق ومن قتل مظلوما فقد جعلنا لوليه سلطانا فلا يسرف في القتل إنه كان منصورا. Surah 17, ayat 31 to 33. Slay not your children for fear of poverty. And some people apply this to the issue of abortion. We will provide for them as well as for you. To slay them is a greater sin. Take not away the life of a man, which is sacred unto God, except for just cause. We give this authority to the next of kin. Him who is slain unjustly, let him not exceed in reprisals. Literally slaying. He is already secured. And don't worry if you can't, take revenge, because, or the state won't do it. It should be left up to the government, right? In general, because ultimately everything will face its consequences. And I guess some of this is left out. من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قاتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قاتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا ولقد جاءتهم رسلنا بالبينات فمنع كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون ومن يقتل مؤمنا متعمدا فجزاؤه جهنم خالدا فيها وغضب الله عليه ولعنه وأعد له عذابا عظيما. Surah 5, ayat 32. For this cause, what Qayyim did, we have put in the scriptures for the sake of the children of Israel what follows. Whoso kills a man who has not killed or made trouble in the land, it is as though he has killed mankind altogether. Whoso saves the life of a man, it is as though he had saved the lives of men altogether. By men, we mean all humans. Therefore, thereafter, although the prophets and their miracles, manifest signs, were sent to them, most of them committed countless excesses upon the earth. The people the prophets were sent to. Surah 4, ayat 93. Whoso kills a believer voluntarily, his penalty is hell, to dwell therein forever, and wrath with him. God will curse him and prepare for him a dreadful punishment. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumul qisasu fil qatlal hurube hure walandu belande walunda belunda famandu fe'alahu min akhihi shay'un fatebaun بالمعروف وعلى عليه بإحسان ذلك تخفيف من ربكم ورحمة فمن اعتدى بعد ذلك فله عذاب أليم ولكم في القصاص حياة يا أولي الألباب لعلكم تتقون وكتبنا عليهم فيها أن النفس بالنفس والعين بالعين والأنف بالأنف وأذنا بالأذن وسنا بسن والجروح قصاص فمن تصدق Surah 2, 878, 179. O you believers, the law of retaliation is prescribed for you for murder, the slain, a free man for a free man, a slave for a slave, a woman for a woman, he who is pardoned the murder of his fellow man. His brother. And escapes retaliation will be prosecuted and made to pay the price of blood and acquit himself generously. This is an alleviation and a mercy from your Lord. Whoso transgresses after this compensation, for him there will be a grievous punishment. In retaliation, you find the means to preserve your lives, O ye sensible minds. It may be you will fear God. Surah 5, 845. We have prescribed for them, the Israelites, therein, in the Pentateuch, well, the original of their scripture, anyways, a soul for a soul, an eye for an eye, a nose for a nose, and an ear for an ear, a tooth for a tooth, and wounds also. Retaliation. فَهُوَ كَفَارَةٌ لَهُ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ أَنْ يَقْتُلَ مُؤْمِنًا إِلَّا خَطَأً وَمَنْ قَتَلَ مؤمنا قطعا فتحرير رقبة مؤمنة وليار مسلمات هي لا يصدق فإن كان من قوم عدو لكم وهو مؤمن فتحرير رقبة مؤمنة وإن كان من قوم بينكم وبينهم ميثاق فديار مسلمات إلى أهله وتحرير رقبة مؤمنة فمن لم يجد فصيام شهرين متتابعين توبة من الله وكان الله عليما حكيما. Whoso remits this penalty will expiate his sin. But whoso will not dispense justice by what God has revealed, these be the unjust. Surah 4.A.92. A believer may not kill a believer, save by mistake. He who kills a believer by mistake must free a believing slave and pay blood money to his people unless they remit payment. If the victim belongs to a group that is hostile to you and yet a believer, then let a believing slave be freed. If it belongs to a group with whom you have a compact, let the blood money be paid to its people, and a believing slave be freed. But he who cannot find one, then let him fast for 2 consecutive months. Such is the penance inflicted by God. God is the knowing and wise. وَإِنَّا قَمْتُمْ فَعَقِبُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا عُوقِبْتُمْ بِهِ وَلَئِنْ صَبَرْتُمْ لَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لِلصَّابِرِينَ. Surah 16, ayat 126. If you make reprisals, let them be in keeping with the losses you have sustained. But if you are patient, it is ever best for those who patient. So, literally, as you were punished, or, well, as you were faced with hardship, right?